Hey everyone, how are you doing? It's time. I'm back and back. So, thank everybody for joining me tonight, whether you're with me live or if you're going to be watching the replay. I just want to thank you so much for joining me. I know I've been gone for quite a while. And so, just getting back in. But if you're with me live, if you can just type in your name and where you're from, that would be great. And if you're watching the replay, again, just kind of put hashtag replay and then type in, exactly where you're watching it from or where you are from. All right. So just again, thanks again for joining me. I just want to thank everyone. I came on live quickly this morning while I was driving to thank everybody for just being there, you know, and with your prayers, your virtual hugs, your thoughts. I received flowers and cards and phone calls and text messages and Facebook messages and Insta messages. And I just want to thank all of you, every last one of you, for everything, because what a blessing it has been. So I'm so appreciative. My family is appreciative that you guys would even think about us, and that would even keep us in your thoughts and in your prayers. And so that has very much been helped. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And, much love and much appreciation for you. I've had people who would call and then they would just make me laugh, and it would be at that perfect time when I needed laughing. And I had people that would, it was just, I guess, just amazing that, that you're so thought of, that people are holding a space for your grieving and for your healing. And, and although, I haven't completely healed, but I am healing, and I don't know, honestly, when that would be. Thank you, Shauna. Love you so much too. I don't know, guys, when that would be. I don't know if I'll ever completely heal, to be honest. As I keep telling, I've told a couple people this, losing my mother has been just has just pained me, so much. I feel like a little girl who has lost her mommy, and so, and life is just different now because I no longer have my mother or my father. And so, and so for, she was the matriarch of our family. I feel as if that covering, is gone. And I hear people saying, yeah, but she's in a better place. I get all of that. You're absolutely right. She is in a better place. She absolutely is. But that does not negate the fact that I miss her. Hey, Val, thank you for coming on. That does not negate the fact that I miss my mommy. You know, I remember I was telling someone today, I was telling my friend Nikki, that every Sunday morning for years, consistently, for years, my mother would call us 9 a.m. every Sunday morning to pray with us and to tell my husband and I that she's praying for us and that she's praying for our service. And, every clockwork, she never forgot. And it wasn't until the very end when she got so ill that she could not talk anymore and use the phone anymore, is when she didn't make those phone calls anymore. And so, you know, just, those things you miss. And sometimes you wake up and you think, oh, where's my phone call? And you realize that you're never, ever going to get that phone call again. But like you said, Shauna, God does have me under his wings. And I'm so appreciative that he's got me, he's got our family under his wings. And then he's got me surrounded with just wonderful people that again, just that have showered us with love and appreciation and virtual loves and just messages that are just always coming to say, we're with you. And so it's been wonderful. I want to say, just out publicly, I've said it to my sister who took care of my mom, but my sister Juliet, took care of my mom tirelessly. And and she was there when mom transitioned. And so I'm so appreciative. The wonderful thing I love about God is that he knows all of us. The scripture says that, and y'all know I love the scriptures. The scriptures. I listen and I read other affirmations and I speak other affirmations. I most definitely do, but I also love the scriptures, because those are affirmations for me. And so the scripture says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. I love that, because God has, have created us as such great beings, such powerful beings. And and he knows exactly what we can do and what we cannot do. He knows what he created us to be, And I love it, because when I look at my sister Juliet, the things and how she took care of my mom, even when I was there, helping her to the best of my ability. I looked at her, and there's things that how she was taking care of my mother, just in detail and doing all these different things that I thought, oh my gosh, the things that she's doing, I could never do, because I just didn't think that it was in me. Well, pretty much those things is sometimes you're like, okay, no, I know I can't do this, but I was there to help and assist and did everything that I knew that I could do, And so, but I'm so appreciative though of how, she took care of her. And so, as you're praying for me and as you're praying for our family, I, ask that you also keep Juliet, my sister, in your thoughts and your prayers, and just when you think about her, just ask God to just uphold her and just to strengthen her and to continue healing her, because guys, healing is a process. It's not a one and done thing, right? you know um and maybe for some it is, but in many cases it's not. Many times we walk into our healing, right? We walk into our healing, and so it's not just a one and done. And so healing is something in this part of my life right now that I just have to continue to walk and to continue to be healed. Yeah, Val says caregivers are angels. They really are. I mean, oh my gosh, I appreciate send love out, send love to those who are taking care of their loved ones, because that's not an easy task to do. It's not easy at all. And you have to have you're a very special person, and there has to be a special place in your heart. And I just think it's a special gift that God just gives you, to where you're able to take care of your loved ones. And any caregivers, the nurses, the hospice people, the hospice nurses that came in and served my mom, they were male and they were female, and they were all just so wonderful, and they were so caring, and they were so loving, and they took excellent care of my mother. And so appreciative to them. And so, I don't know if they'll ever see this Facebook Live, but I just wanted to publicly, of course, at her homegoing celebration, her celebration of life, we thanked everyone. But I just wanted to say it again publicly, how much we thank the hospice nurses that came in, and they came in, they would give her a bath, and they would check to make sure she's okay, and they would even call even on the days that they were not scheduled to be there. And so it was great. And then of course when it came down to the last days, they came every day. And so What great. So you're right, Val, that caregivers are angels. They're angels, and they're just specially gifted with love and affection, just to take care of the most neediest of people. So I just want to thank them, as well. So I'm back, my first Facebook Live in quite a while. I think it's been over a month now. Yeah, I think it's been a little bit longer than a month because I kind of signed off when mom got worse, and then of course when she passed away, I really just kind of checked out. So I'm back, and I'm excited, to be back, and to begin to share what has been in my heart, what I know that I'm created to do, what I know that what I should be doing. And one of my biggest thing is one of my biggest heart's desire, especially now, is that we have our born day, our birthday, and then we have our day that we leave this earth, and then there's a dash that's in between. And the question has been for me is, what am I going to do with that dash? What am I going to do in that dash? And so one of my beliefs, and what I feel I've always been determined to do, but now I'm even more determined now, is to make a difference in the world, to make a difference in someone's life, to serve at a higher level, right? To serve others as a higher level. One of the biggest questions, especially now for me, is that what type of leader am I? And listen, as you're hearing me talk, give your comments, ask any questions, let's talk, because of course this isn't a monologue. Right? You're on with me. This is a dialogue. And so let's talk about it. Give your thoughts and give your comments. And as we're coming on every Monday night at 8:30 for our Facebook Live, if you have questions or a conversation or a topic that you would like for us to discuss, then please, send me a message, DM me, and let me know, hey, let's talk about this, you know what I mean? Or let's talk about that. Or, as I will be bringing special guests on. And so, what topic, I'm not the expert in every topic, right? And so that's why I've got these phenomenal, powerful friends who are experts that I can say, hey, come on and share with the world what you have to say about this topic or that topic. You understand what I mean? So let me know, and I will be more than happy to bring someone on that can share and talk to each of us and to serve us. So again, the question, tonight, as I look at that dash, we're born and then we die, and listen, we don't know. None of us really know, and this is definitely not to be a gloomy conversation, certainly not. But this is meant to be a thought-provoking conversation, because many times we take life for granted. We take waking up every morning for granted, and when really tomorrow really isn't promised, but for the grace of God that we wake up every morning with a smile on our face and we're ready to go. But the question, right? The question I ask is that, what are you doing with your dash? What are you doing to serve others at a higher level? And so here is the question I ask myself is my leadership, what type of leader am I? And so I ask you the same question in your field that you're in, or your field that you're thinking about getting in, what type of leader are you? What type of, excuse me, examples, you know, are we setting? And listen, I'm not talking about mistakes, because can I tell you, I have made a lot of mistakes, plenty. Plenty. And so leadership isn't someone that's perfect, because if you see someone that's a leader and they appear perfect, no, a leader, so what is it? So, Valerie said, what are you doing with your, exactly, question mark, and so leaders serve at a higher level, correct? They serve at, so what type of leader are you in your community? You know, are you supporting people? Are you serving people to where you can bring out the best in them? Melissa says, we all know our birthday, but we don't know yeah, we don't know. And so here's the question, Melissa, is what are you doing on a daily basis to make this place a better place, not just for yourself, but for your community? How are you serving? And so that is the question, because all of us are leaders, right? In terms of we can be leaders in our community. And so what are you doing in that community? You know, um, um, we're looking right now at the political system, and we've got all types of leadership coming out, and we're beginning to see the different types of leaders that we have that's running for office locally, nationally, and even leadership internationally. I'm from Guyana, South America. That's where I was born. And so we in Guyana, we just elected a new president in Guyana, a totally different type of leader than the previous president, right? And so here it is again. What type of leader are you? What's your leadership in your home? Do you lead with integrity? You know? Do you lead? Do you make integrity based decisions? Right? Many times as leaders, we want to focus on the mistakes. This is what we want to all focus on the negative. But we're in a time to where, no, we need to see the positive. How are they making a positive influence? How am I? Starts with us, everyone. It starts with me. How am I making a positive influence in the community I serve? And how can I go to the next level in serving? What is it really that God is saying about me when it comes to serving others? And so, am I making integrity based decision? Right? Am I making decisions that's going to help others? Right? Am I making decisions that's going to show someone the right way to do something? The right way to walk, the road the road that's better than the last road. Exactly. What am I doing? And so uh, I love this. I hear Lisa Nichols say it a lot. Energy grows where energy goes. And so, where are you putting your energy? Hey, Tracy. Hey, 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 hey. Integrity based decisions. Yes, integrity. Integrity. But energy goes where energy grows. And so, and this is what I like to say, what you focus on, that's where your body's going to go. So, what's your focus? Are you seeing the glass half full or is it half empty? Are you ready to go to the next level in your leadership? Are you ready to go to the next level in your personal development, in your spiritual development, in your emotional development? What are you ready to do? That therefore, if I get better at this, then I can serve others at a higher level, right? And so those are some things that I've just been thinking about a lot. And I've always thought about those have always been questions for me. But ever since I lost my mother, there are even more questions that I have, because I, I looked at the life that my mother lived and the example that she set, and I think, oh my gosh, if I could only do just a quarter of that, I would be doing a lot. And so my question to me, and that's my question to you, is what type of leader are you? Are you really walking out the plan of God for your life? Are you serving at a deeper level, which means at a higher level? Is your service based on integrity? Are you making integrity based decisions? So, what kind of leader? Melissa says, helping the elderly whenever they need me. This is what she's doing. I'm always there. I take them to church, to the store, or just going to their homes and be in their company. Yeah, that's excellent. Because whatever you do, you want to impact the world. You want to impact someone in your life. You want to impact those around you, right? And you want to impact them for good. We spend so much time, right? Thinking, well, gosh, what am I here for? What am I to do? And what I'm saying to you is begin to go deep and go deep and look within yourself. And I bet that you can discover, and you can get on that path of discovering what it is that you're to do. So that's really what my conversation is tonight, is that, listen, we are born and then we leave, we transition, and we've got that dash. What are we doing with our dash? And the question is, what type of leader are you? Because we're all leaders, but what type of leader are you? I know it sounds like a lot. What type are you? A leader that makes integrity-based decisions, right? Are you a leader that has made a decision to serve at a higher level? Are you a leader that shows love? I love you too, James. I love you. I love you. I miss you too. Do you show love? And is your love genuine? Are you that leader that what they see is what they get? You're just real, you know what I mean? No facades, no anything, This is me. What type of leader are you? Right? And so that's the question I wanna pose for tonight. And as we continue this week is, I'm here and I know that God has placed awesome things inside of me. And it is time for us to discover that even at a deeper level. Hey, Gary, thank you. At a deeper level, going deeper in discovering who we are, going deeper in discovering the type of leaders we are, looking at what type of leader am I in my home, and if you go to church, what type of leader, church, synagogue, wherever it is that you go, many places are online. What type of leader are you in your business, at your jobs, even when you're online? What type of leader are you? And are you that leader that's going to serve at a higher level, therefore at a deeper level? Where is your focus going to be as a leader? Because wherever your focus is, that's where the body would follow, right? And when you begin to focus on those things that are uplifting, those things that are divine, those things that are peaceful and that are loving and that are beautiful, right? Then you're beginning to take your leadership to the next level. When you begin to see the beauty in all human beings, the ones that are like you and not like you, the ones that believe the same way you believe and the ones that don't believe the same way that you believe, right? So when you just begin to see beautiful souls, beautiful human beings as who God created them to be, that's a great example of a leader who's serving at a deeper level, a leader who's ready to serve others and look beyond themselves, right? And so that's what I want. Val says God has placed awesome things inside of us, so we must go deeper to see who we are as leaders. Yeah. And so what I'd like for you to do, this week, as you're going through this week, is really think about what type of leader am I and what can you commit to doing deeply, right? I have it written down. What will you deeply commit to doing? That's my question just this week. As a leader, Melissa, as a leader, Tracy, in your home. Melissa says she serves and she goes to the elderly and she helps them. And so now that you're doing that, how now can you do that even deeper? How can you expand that? How can you serve? How can you serve at a deeper level, which means at a higher level as well? You go deeper and you go higher, right? Yeah, y'all got that? So how can you do it as a leader? Because all of us are leaders. No matter where we are, we're leaders in our homes. We're leaders at school. We're leaders in our jobs. We're leaders, as we're going out. All of us have some level of leadership. And the one thing all of us can do is that we can serve others outside of ourselves. And so that's what I wanted to share with you, is that it's, just remembering the type of leader, my mother was, and thinking that, if I could just do that just a little bit more, it would be great. And then here's the other piece I want to just share with you before before I leave is that always remember, I've got my series, God's Plan for You, that I'll be launching very, very soon. And so I'm super excited about it. But one of the God's plan for us is for us to serve, is for us as servant leaders to serve. Right. And so many times we don't understand everything that means. And so listen, um, it's time to discover. We're in 2020. We're what? Is it halfway there? Almost. We're in August. We're really more than halfway going to the ending of the year. And so my question for you is, from now until the end of the year, what is it that you can do? What are your plans? What are the intentions that you have set to where you've got to focus, and you've got your goals, and exactly what God is saying? Listen, let's go. And so, Val, but upcoming God's plan for you. Yeah, it's upcoming. I'm super excited about it. To find out more about it, go to www.fddwomen.com. And there's information on there about it. And also, if you need to talk with me, if you'd like to book a coaching session with me, I'm back to coaching. I'm super excited. Last week, I did 2 coaching sessions. I believe it was last week, group coaching sessions, and they were phenomenal. They were phenomenal. And so, listen, you can connect if you go to www.fddwomen.com/take and then -action, and then you could connect. And I'm just going to put it in here as well, and that way you can. It's going to put something else, guys. I would love to speak with you. Would love to hear from you. Want to hear your thoughts. Want to hear, what you would like to speak about. And so let's do it. Let's connect. I love you guys. I thank you so much for listening. Again, please shoot me your questions. And so you would know, just a little secret, that we began to plan FDD 2021 as it will be a 5-day retreat. I'm super excited. Hey, Dana. I'm so super excited about that. And the information will be coming out in September. And so you want to keep your eyes open, because you want to be a part of that 5-day retreat in this wonderful place where you're going to be able to relax, and we're going to have so much transformational activities and just complete enjoyment. So you'll hear more information about that. So keep your ears open so you can know all about it. In the meantime, I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Keep in mind, serving at a deeper level, going deeper in your service, where you're serving, that is, deeper but higher, right? So you're not going to stay anymore and do the status quo, right? You're making integrity-based decision, and you're taking your service to a higher level, serving at a higher level, thereby taking you deeper. I don't know if I'm making sense. Hopefully I am. In my mind, guys, it makes sense, okay? So I love you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget to set your intentions and, walk out your 365 days of purposeful living. Take care, and God bless you. Bye-bye.